Never forget where you're coming from. King Shanga set the trend. Yo, I want them. Mama.
Hey everyone, before we get into today's video, I just wanted to turn your attention to a YouTuber called Nicole Victory Hosang TV. I'm going to put it on the screen now. Nicole Victory Hosang TV. Now Nicole is multi-talented, right? So she's a YouTuber, she is also an artist, musician, she's also creative and designer, and I just want to show you this. So this is one of her designs. I mean, she makes an array of things, okay, but this is one of the bags that she kindly gifted me, and I always get compliments about this bag. So guys, I really would like you to just support Nicole's channel. Go over to the channel. Nicole is a mental health advocate, and a lot of her topics on the channel are about mental health and personal development. She also shares a little insight into her life as well, but you know, if mental health and personal development is something that you're interested in, then please go over to her channel, Nicole Victory Hosang TV, and I'm also going to leave the link in the description box. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video and welcome back to this channel, datmisehtv. It's your girl Deezer. Guys, now today I just thought I just want to do a little chit chat with you guys, you know, just talk about a few things that have been on my mind really, and some of these things have been sparked by some of the things I want to talk about have kind of been sparked or triggered by certain things I've seen, and some comments as well, really. And it's not anything negative, yeah, it's not anything negative, but I just thought it would be interesting for me to talk about some of these things and put my viewpoints on some of these things, all right? So I saw something yesterday, or I heard something yesterday, where it was being said that Jamaicans are wanting to leave Jamaica for a better life abroad, and people abroad, like, you know, from the UK and US, Canada and other places, of course, are wanting to leave those countries to come and live in Jamaica. And it really got me thinking, actually, because it was also said that, you know, it's hard for Jamaicans out here, okay? And it's not all Jamaicans, so, you know, I'm not saying everybody, but it's hard for a lot of Jamaicans in Jamaica to, you know, to live, work, and, you know, to do the things that they want to do with limited finances, etc. And I know that it's difficult everywhere, okay? And it was also said that, you know, people who are moving from abroad, from other countries, UK, Canada, US, so, you know, the most popular places, I know there are other places, who are coming to live in Jamaica. They're living a nice life, they're doing okay, you know, they're fairly well off because they are able to use their UK pounds or their US dollars, Canadian dollars, whatever currency it is, and obviously that can go a lot further and can afford them, you know, a decent lifestyle. And I thought to myself, yes, I don't disagree with that, I don't disagree with it, but that doesn't count for everybody. It certainly doesn't count for myself, and I know it doesn't count for quite a few other people as well. Now, I wanted to bring this subject up and talk about it because I think there is this misconception or misunderstanding that everybody that comes from, you know, from abroad to come and live in Jamaica is doing okay, we're doing well, you know. And by that, I mean, even that statement that said, you know, people who move over here, they're okay, they're living a good life because, you know, they are, you know, they've got their UK pound or the US dollar that they're bringing over here, and that's what they're using, you know, living off of to sustain their lifestyle. And it got me thinking, that's not true for everybody. So I just wanted to address this misconception or this misunderstanding that it's the same for all of us, right? It's not the same for all of us. It's certainly not the same for me. I mean, it would be great if that was my story, that would be great. But I think we have to be mindful that everybody has a different journey and everybody's story is different. And I know it was just a generalization. I get it. So it's not an attack. It's not a, you know, oh, you mustn't say that. No, I get it. It's a generalization. But I just wanted to talk up for those of us whose story is different. And I know of people like myself who have come over, have left, you know, Western countries, first world countries, and have come over to Jamaica to make a life for themselves, and they are not living off the UK pounds, or they haven't got a job in the UK and coming back and forth here, or they're not working remotely for a company in the UK and getting that British pounds in Jamaica that they can live a nice lifestyle. They've got to hustle like everybody else out here, every other local Jamaican. They've got to hustle, and I feel the same. I feel like I'm here and I've got to hustle like everybody else. And I'm not complaining. It's not a bad thing. But I just want to highlight that all of our experiences are different and all of our stories are not the same. There's often a misconception. I think I've said this before, and we all know this, right? That as a foreigner living out here, as an English person living in Jamaica, even though I am, I'm dual citizen, right? I'm Jamaican and I'm British. But there's this misconception that because you're a foreigner living in Jamaica, you're good, especially amongst Jamaicans, I would say, right? You're living in Jamaica, so you're good, you've got your money, you're good, you live a nice lifestyle, right? There's this misconception. And like, I think I face this regularly. As a British person, I face this regularly, even from people who are close, or I say close to us, because talking about Outlaw and I, right, who are maybe, I say close to us, but who know us, or we are affiliated with them in some type of way, or Outlaw may be affiliated with them in some type of way, I may be affiliated with them in some type of way. This misconception that, especially when they see Outlaw with me, right, that your lady, your girlfriend, your woman is British, she's from foreign, so you're good, you have it. Do you understand? And that's a big misconception. And my journey has been very different to many other people's journey moving to Jamaica and living out here, okay? I think traditionally, people who would move to Jamaica were returnees, right? So traditionally, and it is still quite traditional, but traditionally or historically, it was returnees moving back to Jamaica. So people who were probably born in Jamaica, left Jamaica maybe at a younger age, maybe as a child or in the early 20s, to make a life for themselves abroad. They've lived abroad, they've made a life, maybe they've had their children, they've worked hard, they've contributed to whatever country they moved to, and in later life, they've decided to come back, maybe at retirement age, they've decided to come back and, come back to their country and enjoy the rest of their days here in Jamaica. And of course there's nothing wrong with that, right? That's good, that's fine. But guys, there is a new wave of people moving here to Jamaica, right? So there are some of us, and I've said this before, right? I feel like my situation is a little bit different because I'm not obviously at retirement age. I don't think I look like I'm at retirement age. I'm not at retirement age, yeah. I'm in my 40s, yeah? So, I've got way to go, okay? And there are a group of us who do not fit that quota, that we're living off a pension, or we've sold our properties in the UK, and we've got money to fund a lifestyle out here, or or whatever it may be, or we've all bought houses out here and we're all doing well. It's not the same for all of us. Guys, there is a wave of young people making the decision to leave their countries, and I'm not talking about necessarily returnees or people who were born in Jamaica. I'm talking about people similar to myself who were born in the UK or US, or wherever they're coming from, and have affiliation to Jamaica, maybe because of family. Sometimes there is no affiliation to the country, but there is a wave of young people who are moving to Jamaica, right? I mean, young people in the early 20s, who have got the whole life ahead of them. They're in no position at that point to be living traditionally as some of the returnees that are living on pensions or whatever the case may be, right? Because not everybody's living off a pension, let's be honest, but I'm just generalizing here. And when they come here, they've got to make it work. Yeah, they've got to make it work. And what you find is a lot of them are turning to social influencing, being social media influencers, YouTubers, content creators. And of course, we know this is a different age digitally, right? There's money to be made online, there's money to be made digitally, and social media is a whole whole business in itself, right? But I just wanted to say this. I want to just say hats off to all those young people who are kind of breaking the tradition of how to do things, who are taking those risks, who are, and it's not for everybody, right? But who are taking those risks, who are deciding that, you know what, UK is not for them, or they want to try life somewhere else, or US is not for them, they want to try life in another country. And I don't just mean Jamaica, like this could be anywhere in the world. But of course, I speak about Jamaica because this is where I am. Those young people who are deciding to get up and carve out a life for themselves in another country or here in Jamaica. And having to realize, you know what, they've got to hustle like everybody else, whether they go into social media space, whether they get jobs out here, whatever it be. So I just wanted to just wipe this misconception that all of us that come out here, we're good. All of us that come out of here are returnees or retired, or we've taken early retirement, or, you know, we don't work. We're just, you know, we're good. We're living off whatever money we've got. And it's not the same for all of us. Guys, I know a lot of you already know my story, so I won't go over it again. And I know we've also got quite a lot of new subscribers. But as you guys know, when I came, I didn't have a plan. I didn't really have a penny. And so I've had to start from the bottom up. Yeah. And I am proud of where I came from and where I am now. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I'm very proud that I've gone through what I've gone through, right? I'm so proud. Like, it's funny, isn't it, to even be able to say out loud that I am proud of me. Like, you know, that's not even something I would say when I lived in the UK with all the success and stuff that I had there. Like, I would never say I'm proud of me. But you know what? I'm out here living a completely different life, doing things I never thought I would do, like I never saw in myself that I would be doing. And it's not easy because the struggle is real. As you guys know, we're self-employed. So, you know, we may have 2 good weeks and 4 quiet weeks where there's nothing, right? So, you know, the hustle continues all the time. I can't sit down and be complacent. You know, like, I've got to get up, I've got to hustle. You know what I mean? I've got to hustle like every other Jamaican out there. But I can say that I am proud of me. This has taught me so many lessons. Moving here and going through these experiences has taught me so many lessons. Lessons about myself, lessons about just being able to start again, and having faith and having confidence in yourself. And I wouldn't change a thing. And I just think it's important to just be aware. Everybody's story is not the same. So like I say, all those young people that are moving out here and having to make it work, big up to you. All of the people that are here as returnees or as, you know, big up to you too. The older generation, the younger generation, the kind of middle ones like myself. Big up to everybody who's decided to make the move, but especially big up to those ones of us who have come here with nothing, and we have had to hustle and build from the bottom to try and make something. Our stories are different. Our stories are a little bit different. Our journeys are a little bit different, and I don't want us to be forgotten. So I'm going to be the voice for us, right? Yeah. So another thing, really quickly, that I wanted to address was a comment, and I did say, you know, I did comment back to this person and say that, you know, I'm going to talk about this, is that and this is not negative either. It was just a comment that said, you know, that they're happy for me. I think they watched one of my very early videos about moving to Jamaica, and that they're happy for me, but be British. I'm privileged because I'm British. Now, I think I've said this in a previous video earlier on. Being British, being born in the UK and being British gives me an instant privilege. All right, so let's put that out there. It gives me an instant privilege because I was afforded a free education. I was to some extent up until university. It afforded me opportunities that maybe if I was born in another country I wouldn't have access to. And for that, I am so grateful, right? I am grateful that I was born in a country that allowed me these privileges and allowed me to get to where I am today and to do the things that I've done. But does being British, is being British a privilege to me in Jamaica? Like, am I privileged living in Jamaica as a British person? I'm going to tell you, and this is just from my point of view, No, I'm not. I'm not. Because the thing is this, when I go to conduct business in Jamaica, wherever I go, they don't care that I'm British, that, I've got a British accent, right? When I have to conduct business and they want to see my ID, I can't give them my British passport. It stands for nothing out here. Yeah, I've got to walk with my Jamaica passport or Jamaica ID, my Jamaica TRN number to get anywhere or to do anything. So being British, for me, and this is just my experience, being British out here for me affords me no privileges whatsoever. I've got to do things like every other person out here, like every Jamaican out here. I've got to do things just like them. Being British in Jamaica does not afford me any privileges in my day-to-day life. Okay? I've got to go through the process like everybody else. And so yes, while being British is a privilege in itself, because I've been afforded, like I said, good education and, opportunities that maybe had I been born and raised here, I may not have got. I may have, but I may not have got. Everybody's circumstance is different. I'm always grateful and appreciative, and I don't knock being born in the UK for that. Like, it is what it is, right? I've made a choice to come here, and my Britishness does not afford me any privileges living in Jamaica. Look, the thing is this: I am happy and glad that I embrace. Listen, I don't walk around speaking patois, right? I speak how I speak, and that's how I speak, okay? And anywhere I go in Jamaica, I speak like this, yeah? But I know how to handle myself, and I know what's what, right? But I am happy to embrace myself as a Jamaican citizen, yeah? I am happy that I am here, and I am doing things like a Jamaican, right? I am not trying to use my Britishness to get the upper hand, to get any special treatment. I've got to go through it like every other person out here. Yeah, every other Jamaican. I've got to go through it. I have to go through it just like them. So in terms of being British, and this is my experiences, somebody else's experience may be different. My experience of being British in Jamaica, and like I said, I'm a Jamaican citizen too. I don't have any privileges out here, and I'm not looking for any privileges out here. I'm not trying to come here to use my British card or my Britishness to get to the top. I'm a hustle, and I'm going to do it like everybody else. Do you understand? And I don't mind doing that. And I haven't had any privileges since I've been here because I'm British, right? So I just wanted to address that as well. But guys, it's just a short video. And like I said, I just wanted to just address these misconceptions that all of us that come from abroad, come to live in Jamaica, that we're all living a certain type of lifestyle, that we are all returnees, that we are all living off our UK pound or our US dollar or Canadian dollar. No, I live and work in Jamaica. I got to hustle. I have to hustle like everybody else that lives out here and works out here. And I'm not living off a UK money from UK or whatever. Do you understand? I'm living off what I work in Jamaica, and I am proud of it. I'm proud of it, okay? So let's not box everybody in the same category. There are so many of us out here who are, who our stories and our journeys are different, and let's appreciate each and every one. Now, I know the title might be a bit controversial, not the typical British expat, but I think you guys hopefully get my point. But anyway, it's all love. It's all love, guys. Please do continue to support our channel. We thank you very much.
This one has got to be now. Hey, Mr. Cruz. If it's money, we don't talk about it, cause we don't brag about it. House on the hill, that's how we go about it.